sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We can have a seat.
Thank you. Well, good morning again. Thank you for having the time to see me. I heard that the auto industry is a good decision to invest in, and I also heard about the Airbnb company. Would you advise me in this regard? Where should I invest my money?
So let me first qualify to what Airbnb actually is. Airbnb is a platform. It's not a company, a real company that's renting a flat directly to the consumer, but it's a platform we put in relation. It's a peer-to-peer platform, and one of the success of Airbnb is that they only focus on new digital technologies. They don't have a real company. They don't have a real office. Sorry, they don't have agencies like you can see on the road, but they only have a website and a mobile app. So basically, as I said before, the platform Airbnb is easy, it's fast for both the client and the renter, and generally it's also a cheaper way to lodge itself due to a large supply. But we also give, and Airbnb also give, the opportunity for suppliers to supplementing their pay. And finally, the Airbnb only remuneration is by charging a small commission on all the transaction. And in Airbnb, they strongly believe that the sharing economy is the future of the market.
But what is the sharing economy?
Oh, for those issues, we have our specialist.
A sharing economy is an economic model in which individuals are able to borrow or rent assets owned by someone else. So basically, in a sharing economy, the middlemen are eliminated, allowing the consumer to be in direct contact with the supplier.
Wow, Airbnb is revolutionary. It's on its way to replacing all the hotels. I'll definitely invest in it.
Actually, for the moment, the effect of Airbnb on hotels are relatively minimal. So far, Airbnb is obviously attracting customers, but it's not taking too much revenue from hoteliers. Therefore, we must consider carefully your choice in this regard. Although many people believe that it will change in the future, keep in mind that there will always be demand for luxury hotel. It's called luxury service.
What is a luxury service? What is a luxury good?
Oh, we just ask our specialist.
A luxury good is one for which demand increases more than proportionally as income rises. So what that would look like on a graph would be something like this.
Thank you. But you mentioned earlier that many people believe that this effect will change in the future. So I'm asking you guys, what can be the effect of Airbnb in the hotel industry in the future?
So, as my colleague already mentioned, I don't think it will have a major impact on the luxury industry. However, I do believe that it will have an impact on the hotel industry as a whole. Because more and more businesses will enter the market in the near future, and this is because entrepreneurs will try to take advantage of the opportunities and therefore make profit. And this result in increased pressure on the hotel industry. And moreover, the amount of apartments offered on the website will greatly increase throughout the next 3 years. And this can already be seen at the moment with 229,000 rooms being added in 2015 to the US market. And this is compared to 139,000 of hotel rooms, so you can clearly see the difference there. And this again will put a massive pressure on the hotel industry.
Yeah, but don't worry about that, because actually the demand for hotels is also increasing.
Yeah, but that's exactly the policy of Airbnb. In Airbnb, they think that there's a place in the market for everyone, and that's called competition. We know that Airbnb and hotel have not the same marginal cost for a new room, but there's still place in the market for every actors.
But can the professor explain also competition, please?
Airbnb represents strong competition for little hotels since, as you can see here on the graph, the initial price for Airbnb is lower than the initial price for little hotels. So an increase in demand for Airbnb would result in a decrease in demand for little hotels. So on the graph, it would look like a shift to the left of the demand curve, creating a lower quantity demanded and a lower price. Little hotels would respond by lobbying against Airbnb in an attempt to set new rules and regulations for their business. If this were to go through, This would result in higher costs for Airbnb, and their supply would decrease, which would look like this on the graph, a shift to the left, creating a higher price and a lower quantity demand. This would balance out the competition between Airbnb and little hotels.
So, if I understood correctly, we should always invest in Airbnb in this case because this business will grow and will continue growing in the future. But I should always also invest in the luxury hotel industry because it remains stable over time, not like the low budget industry.
Yes, you're completely right. For Airbnb, they expect a turnover in 2020 of $20 billion.
Well, that's very clear.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your information and for your advice.
Thank you.